My name is Mario Errico, and I practice personal injury law in Florida. I practice in Jacksonville. I love Jacksonville. It's complete opposite of what I'm used to. I grew up in Buffalo, New York, so I know the snow and I know the cold. Jacksonville is great because it's right in the water. Get to be at the beach and live a tropical lifestyle. It's kind of a hidden gem. It's not very touristy, so you can get around without crazy traffic. Oof, that's a tough one. So many role models in my life. My family is so important to me. Cliche Italian family, we're very close. My brother, funniest guy I know, very hardworking guy. My mom is so selfless and just always there for us. But probably above all else is my dad. Hardest working guy I know. Super intelligent, but he knows how to keep a positive attitude, and he's got the biggest heart, and he's so funny, and he knows how to get us through tough times. So he's definitely my biggest role model. A successful attorney is someone who is available to their clients. This can be a long process, and a lawsuit is something that a lot of people have never experienced before. So they need to know that they have an attorney they can turn to whenever they need that person, and that they can rely on them for everything throughout the process. I became an attorney because I wanted to help people. I remember when I was about 12 years old in Buffalo, my grandparents don't speak any English, and they needed to have a will written. And regardless of how many Italian speakers there were in Buffalo, we couldn't find one to assist them. So we got my dad's cousin, who practiced in workers' comp, to come over, and my mom had to translate and explain to my grandparents the legal jargon in the whole process. And I remember in that moment thinking, man, I want to be someone who people like my grandparents can rely on and can get proper legal representation. So I knew in that moment I wanted to be an attorney. It also propelled me to go to school and study Italian, just so that, when the need arose for my family and people alike, I would be able to help them. I became interested in personal injury law because I love working with people. I'm very client focused, and I think being a lawyer means being a counselor to someone who's going through something tumultuous in their life. Personal injury allows me to be there for someone and assist them through the legal process, and also be compassionate with them. I would definitely consider myself to be an extroverted person and compassionate, and maybe that stems from my Italian heritage. But that allows me to connect with my clients and foster a relationship that is one of open and honesty. And I want my clients to know that they can contact me and can bring me anything they need throughout the duration of their case. My work ethic and my work style is one of organization and just putting in the time. I'm derived from two grandfathers, both my mother's father and my father's father, Italian immigrants who immigrated here with no education, blue-collar workers who built tremendous careers and great families. And they put the time in, and they worked hard. And I've taken that with me, and no matter what avenue of my life it is, and it rings true in my practice. So I will work hard for my clients and always put the time in. The number one thing I like about working in Farah Farah is the sense of community in the office. Lawyers, as cliche as you hear, they can get stuffy and be confrontational, but at Farah, it's like a family. It's an open door. Everyone has their door open. You can go in and seek guidance and assistance, and you're never truly working on a case alone. First thing I tell new clients is to just take a deep breath and relax. Know that you are in the best hands that you can be in, and not just mine, but in Farah and Farah's hands. It's a lengthy process. It can be very stressful, especially if you've never gone through a lawsuit before. So I just let them know that I'm here to fight for them, and that we are going to get the best result that they can, so they can just breathe, take a deep breath. I'm committing to providing my clients with the best representation that they can get. And when I say that, I mean I am always going to be available for them, and they can communicate with me whenever they need me. The number one thing my clients should know is that they need to be open and honest with me, and that together we will get the best result that we can get. The number one struggles that a client faces is just the time. A lawsuit can exist for months to years on end. So as long as they have an attorney who is by their side, keeping them informed, keeping them up to date, and being realistic with them, it helps to ease the burden of how long things can take. The best piece of advice I can give my clients is just to relax. Know that when you sign up with Farah Farah, you are going to get the best representation, and we are going to fight for you to get the best results that you can get. My free time, I love being active. I like to exercise. It really stimulates the mind when you're not at the office reading all the time. I love to just get out. So I like to, I'm involved in a lot of rec leagues, flag football and soccer, but I love to play the piano. I've been playing for 23 years, and I'm really interested in composing my own music. It's the best stress reliever. I was born in Buffalo, New York, so I was born into the Buffalo Bills fanhood, Bills Mafia, if you will. I'm a huge Bills fan. It's in my blood. Go Bills. I don't have a lot of free time with work, but when I do have the opportunity to serve community, it's through my church, whether that be directly serving at like a service for the church or getting involved in different community events that the church is hosting. My favorite quote is actually from my grandmother who passed away a few years ago. She always used to tell me, "This too shall pass." No matter what tough time I was in life, I'd always remember that quote and know that you're gonna get through it. And it's something that I've taken with me to every aspect of my life, but particularly with my career as a lawyer. And it's something that I tell my clients. Know that we are fighting a good fight, and that this tough time in your life will pass.